Coming up, we mentioned mixed martial arts. Dave Kovar from Kovar's Karate will join us with an ultimate fighting champ.
Ultimate fighting, it's anything goes fighting style that's becoming extremely popular. This is Dave Kovar from Kovar's Karate, and we also are very pleased to have a three-time ultimate champion, Randy Couture, with us today. Randy, it's an honor to have you here with us.
Thank you very much.
Can't wait to see you in action. And your partner over there is Lou Russell. So, Dave, I'm going to let you start out.
All right, sounds good.
Talk about what is this?
Well,
ultimate?
first off, it's referred to as UFC, and what it's mixed martial arts. It's really not no holds bars. There are rules to it.
Okay.
And one of the things is the general public views this as extremely violent. In reality, it's actually safer than high school football, believe it or not. And if you want to view it as a combination of boxing and wrestling with submission. And Mr. Couture is also a four-time national champion in Greco-Roman wrestling. A wrestler, and he's an ultimate athlete, and he's one of my heroes, and part of the reason is because he's doing this. He's ready to defend his title in a couple weeks, and he's going on, actually he's 40 years old, which really, he's been doing this all his life, and so he's an amazing athlete and a great guy.
Fantastic.
We're going to demonstrate some of the things that go into doing
Let's see. I'm going to
mixed
step out of the way. I don't want to get hit here over here. Okay.
Go ahead, Randy.
Randy, you tell us what you're doing as you do it.
Well, the interesting part of the sport is that there's so many dimensions to it. There's the striking part of the sport where you stand and exchange kicking and punching, similar to kickboxing, where I can throw regular boxing and kicking combinations, and then transition from there to the wrestling part of the sport, where I'd shoot in and take my opponent to the ground. And now I can still strike and punch and things from here as well, but I can also do the submission part of the sport, where I'm looking for joint locks and things like that to make my opponent tap out.
And in this sport, it's honorable to submit. In other words, it's okay if you're in a position where you feel like there's going to be any pain, or not pain, any injury, you can tap out. It's considered totally acceptable. And also, the reason why it's less dangerous than boxing is because you actually take a lot less blows to the head. It may sometimes looks a little more violent because it's on the ground, but in reality, it's a very safe sport if you've got two athletes that are trained for it.
Do you wear any kind of protective gear?
You wear gloves, a mouth guard. There's, MRIs and CT scans for the fighters, blood tests for the fighters. Fighter safety is a big issue.
Now tell us about where you're going to be defending your title. What's that all about?
I'm fighting on the 31st of January in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay.
Wow. So you're going to have lots of people watching.
Yes,
this is pretty exciting stuff.
Big weekend.
Okay. Show us a few more moves here and tell us what you're doing as you do it.
Okay. Well, another common area to fight in is where my area of expertise comes from is Greco-Roman wrestling. So anytime we get here in this clinch, we call clinch fighting or clinch range, where I can throw knees, and you're allowed to elbow to the head, and then from there I can take my opponent down as well and look again for those submission holds, choke holds, joint locks, and things of that nature.
Now, you say Greco-Roman. I mean, this dates way back. This was kind of the entertainment, many years ago.
One of the original Olympic sports, yeah. Very, very popular sport around the world.
Is it still an Olympic sport?
It is. There's two styles of wrestling in the Olympics, freestyle wrestling and Greco-Roman wrestling.
Now, is the Olympics something you would do, or you're a professional now?
I was an alternate 4 times for the Olympic team.
Really? Now, Dave, is this the kind of thing you also teach?
Well, this is, yes, we also have mixed martial arts in our school as well, right? It's really, most people that pursue martial arts, mixed martial arts, are more athletically inclined, grown-up males is usually what attracts us a little bit more.
I see. Yeah. Get that testosterone going.
In a healthy way.
Yeah. So this is an honor then to have him here and to show the people of this area.
He's actually picked Sacramento as his training camp, preparing for this fight. So we are happy to have him around.
Okay. Now, what do you do? Talk about your training camp and how you prepare for something like this.
Well, there's obviously a lot of physical fitness involved: weight training, circuit training, plyometric training. Running, I do a lot of running on the treadmills, conditioning that way, and then a lot of sparring, getting on the mat, putting on the gloves. I have several partners and people in this area that are good mixed martial artists. So it's a good area for me to come from my home state of Oregon and get some new partners and a new perspective, and some fresh workout partners for preparation for this fight.
All right, I can't help but notice, looks like you got a little bit of a bruise and a cut there. What happened?
That's part of training. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, I got caught on Monday sparring with a bunch of guys here, and once in a while you get hit. That's the nature of the sport.
Wow. All right, well, we wish you all the best in defending your title.
Thank you.
Is this going to be televised at all? Can we watch it?
It'll be on pay-per-view, yes.
Really? Great. Okay. Now let's see you put Russell down here one more, or Lou down one more time.
Put Lou down. He appreciates that.
All right, Lou, give it to him. Oh.
Probably the worst position you want to be in is this mounted position because it's pretty hard to escape and you can land a lot of punches from there.
Lou, did I hear you say uncle? Okay. Well, listen, if you want to see more of this, Saturday, March 13th, tell us about this, Dave, coming up.
We have our annual extravaganza going on. That's going to be Saturday, March 19th at Memorial Auditorium. So we're going to see a whole plethora of martial arts, everything from weapons training to traditional karate to mixed martial arts.
I hear Dan Elliott's going to be helping you out that day,
He's going to be helping us out, yes.
Good. All right. Well, Randy Couture, good luck in Las Vegas.
Thank you very much.
We'll be watching for you. Or we'll hear from Dave, too. We'll get a report back on how you do. Good luck to you. And Lou, thank you. And Dave, we appreciate it.